They say that some places are never truly abandoned. Even when the walls crumble and time forgets them, some echoes linger. Some spirits never leave. And in the heart of an ancient forest, far from the beaten paths, there stands one such place. The locals whisper of it. Few dare to venture there, especially after dark. Because those who do often don't return. And if they do, they are never the same. This is the terrifying true story of the ghost bride of the abandoned mansion. And tonight, you will hear it all. The story begins in the year 1895. Back then, this place was no ruin. It was one of the grandest estates in the region, known as Blackwood Manor. Owned by the wealthy and arrogant Lord Reginald Blackwood, the mansion stood tall, an architectural marvel, with marble halls, towering staircases, and sprawling gardens. But what gave it life was his only daughter, Isabella Blackwood. Isabella was known for her beauty. Porcelain skin, emerald green eyes, and a kind heart. But her life was not her own. Her father, obsessed with power and status, controlled her every move. One fateful summer, Isabella fell in love with someone forbidden, Thomas, a young stable boy who worked on the estate. Their love was pure, secret but dangerous. When Lord Reginald found out, his fury knew no bounds. But Isabella was determined. She and Thomas planned to elope, to leave behind the wealth and the prison that was Blackwood Manor. Their wedding day was set. The white dress was ready. But fate had other plans. On the eve of her escape, tragedy struck. Some say her father discovered their plan and, in a fit of rage, locked Isabella in her room. Others say something darker happened, that he murdered her in cold blood and buried her body beneath the floorboards. No one truly knows. Because from that night onward, Isabella was never seen again. And the mansion, once full of life, began to rot. Lord Reginald vanished from society. The servants fled. The estate was left to decay. But the villagers would soon tell a new tale of a pale figure in a wedding gown seen wandering the halls. A ghost bride, forever searching for her lost love. Fast forward to the present day. The legend of the ghost bride lived on, told at campfires, whispered among friends. But few truly believed it. Enter Alex Carter, a popular horror YouTuber known for exploring haunted places. With millions of followers and a thirst for real paranormal encounters, Alex was always hunting for the next big story. When he heard about the perfect place for a viral video. Together, they planned a weekend shoot inside the abandoned mansion. Locals warned them not to enter after sunset. She walks the halls at night, an old man at the village tavern said. But Alex laughed it off. That's exactly why we are going, he replied. On a grey October afternoon, the team arrived. Through the overgrown forest, their van creaked up the forgotten path. Blackwood Manor stood before them, crumbling, shadowed, vines clawed at the stone walls. The windows stared back, dark, hollow eyes. Cameras rolling, the team stepped inside. The air was thick, heavy, unnaturally cold. The grand staircase, though covered in dust, still stood proud. A faded portrait of Isabella hung above it. Her eyes seemed to follow them. Emma shivered. It's freezing in here, she whispered. Mike checked the temperature. It had dropped nearly 10 degrees inside. They began their exploration, documenting every room. But the deeper they went, the stranger things became. In the dining hall, they found the long-forgotten wedding decorations, decayed ribbons, broken glasses, and a tattered guest list. As Emma filmed, a faint weeping sound echoed through the room. She spun around, no one there. Upstairs, Alex discovered a bedroom, once Isabella's. There, in a shattered glass case, lay a stained wedding gown. "Guys, you need to see this," he called. The dress was yellowed, torn, with what looked like dark blood stains. Suddenly, Jason's equipment began glitching. The lights flickered. The cameras froze. And from somewhere deep within the house came the sound of a distant music box, playing a haunting, slow wedding march. As twilight fell, the team gathered near the entrance. But when they tried to leave, the massive front doors slammed shut on their own. Jason pulled, strained, they wouldn't budge. Phones showed no service. They were trapped. "It's fine. We'll wait till morning," Alex said, forcing confidence. But a growing sense of dread filled the air. That night, they heard footsteps above them. Yet when they searched, no one. Emma found an old diary, Isabella's own journal. Inside were heartbreaking entries of love, fear, and betrayal. Her final words: "If I cannot have him in life, I will find him in death." Around midnight it happened. Emma, wandering alone, saw her. At the end of the hall stood a figure in a torn bridal gown, her face pale, her eyes hollow. She whispered, "Where is my love?" Emma froze, unable to move. Alex rushed to her side, but by then, the figure was gone. Emma, trembling, spoke. She was right there. "I heard her." Suddenly, Jason's scream echoed through the halls. They ran to find him, but he had vanished. Only his camera remained, still recording, showing a glimpse of a shadow pulling him away. Panic set in. Mike tried smashing a window, the glass wouldn't break. Rooms began to shift, staircases leading back to the same hallway. They were trapped in a maze. Only Alex and Emma remained. In the deepest chamber of the basement, Alex discovered a hidden room. Inside, a coffin, carved with Isabella's initials. And beside it, her lost engagement ring. Alex pieced it together. Her spirit was trapped, longing for closure. If he could return the ring, perhaps she would be at peace. Emma, fully possessed, led Alex to the grand hall. There, beneath the faded chandelier, the ghost bride appeared in full. Her voice echoed, "You brought him to me, where is my love?" With shaking hands, Alex offered the ring. "Isabella, I return this to you. Rest now, please." For a moment, silence. Then, a wail of sorrow, and the cold began to lift. The front doors creaked open. The mansion's grip was broken. At dawn, Alex and a weakened Emma stumbled out. Blackwood Manor loomed behind them, still silent. Weeks later, Alex uploaded the footage to YouTube. Millions watched, terrified. But in the final frame, as Alex spoke to the camera, a faint reflection appeared in the glass behind him, a pale face, watching, waiting for her love. Thanks for watching this videos.